You know what, guys? You get this one thing right and you're gonna be miles ahead of your competition. This last thing, you gotta hear it. Oh, welcome back to the channel where we talk about leadership, fitness, motivation and self-help. I gotta say thank you for the good comments for the last video. It felt really humbling. I want to do more videos like that in the future. But today I'm gonna talk to you new leaders. If you're a new leader, I want to say congratulations. I know it's very intimidating in the beginning. Really hard when you start off as a new leader in a new environment with people you don't even know. You do a lot of mistakes in the beginning, and of course you should do some mistakes, but in this video I listed the top 5 mistakes that new leaders make and how to avoid them. Let's get right to it.
3, 2, 1.
So guys, number 1 mistake that new leaders do is not communicating your vision properly. Some of you have probably been in a relationship before and you heard the term, I cannot read your mind. So often new leaders, they come with these big grand visions about how they're going to change the world and how this company is going to become $1 million and $1 billion company in the future. Of course it's good to be compelling and inspiring, but you also have to be able to communicate this. You have to have it simple enough so that everyone understands and everyone can wake up 4 in the morning and just be, oh, this was the vision, we want to go to this. So everyone in the team has to be on the same line. And another thing that's very important is to not withhold information. I think it was in World War II when they interviewed veterans what was most frightening about the war. It was not the bombings, it was not the people dying. The most frightening things were that they didn't know what's going to happen next. That when you don't know what the leaders are thinking, they can't communicate you down to the last man. Then you're always going to think, am I going to die in the next corner? Is my family okay now? And all of these things go in their heads. And then that's when the riots happen. There's not going to be riots. There's not going to be riots, okay? It's okay. So number 2, guys, is that new leaders usually think that they have to know it all from the beginning. This is not the truth. You don't have to know anything to start out with. It's even better when you don't know, because then you're gonna have to ask the ones that you are working with. I think it's ego that comes in the way in the beginning, that you think that you are this big leader and you know everything and you have to have all the information. But as a new leader in a new company, the other people have been there for, say, 30 years before you. So it's not even polite for you to think that you know more than the people who already work there. The people who already work there, they will know how it was done before, they will know how it should be done even. So if you come with new ideas too early, you're in trouble. So ask the questions, how did you do this before you start doing it. Of course it's your responsibility to take the decisions how to do it, but if you ask the people, they're gonna be happy to tell you how it was before you. On to the next one. There's nothing better than a Solero. Number 3, you focus too much on the project, or you focus too much on the company and the task you're having. Focusing too much on that you want to do good and you want to thrive. In the beginning, you should focus on the people that you're working with. You should focus on getting to know them. You should know them by name. You know that everyone loves to hear their name. It's also useful to know what skills people have, not only on the job, but also outside of the job. Say that you have someone within the company that is a painter, or a photographer, or someone who is really good at making events, or parties, throwing parties. Say that you have that person in your company, and then you're gonna have a company party later on. If you know them to engage her or him in this project, give them the project and say, you fix this party. They're gonna be engaged and they're gonna love that task. Even if it's not the thing that they are paid to do, you can now give them some more responsibility and have them doing something that they love to do. This is too distracting. I'm gonna have to eat this first. I'm gonna tell you number 4 after I've eaten this, okay? So number 4 is being afraid of making mistakes. I know that you're young and you're new in this task and you want to impress right away. But you have to remember that you and your team, you're still learning. You're not perfect from the start. And you will not become perfect if you don't make mistakes. I would even go as far as to say that it's a necessity. And if you and your team are not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough. So I want you to go right away out there and do a few mistakes. So the 5th and final one, and this is the most important and crucial one. If you do this, you are in trouble. The 5th one is criticizing others and complaining a lot. Obviously, if you have someone in your team making a lot of mistakes and doing bad things, then you have to intervene. That's your job. You have to be strong and go into the situations. But you will not go behind their back and complain about them and talk bad about them. And when you are criticizing others and giving them feedback, you always have to be careful about not criticizing them personally, because then they won't take it in a good way. So next time giving feedback to someone, try to use the hamburger method, where you give something good, then it's the bad criticism, and then there's something good on the bottom as well, and you put it all up and you eat it. You get what I mean. As you can see, the camera died on me a little bit yesterday, but anyway, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if this kind of leadership mini-series is something you want more of. Don't forget to subscribe, I have some really interesting stuff coming up. Follow me on Instagram and Twitch for updates on that. In the meantime, watch this video about leadership. I want to say thank you, stay awesome, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Should I take them off? Maybe I should.